Hello everyone. Today we will read the poem A Sea of Foliage, written by Toru Dutt. Let's understand first of all that who was Toru Dutt? She was one of 19th century India's greatest poets in English, one of the first Indian authors to write in French. In her writings, she connected the Indian mythology and fiction with English literature. She is also called Keats of the Indo-English literature. Now let's understand that what is the poem all about. The poem is a nature sonnet. What is a sonnet? A sonnet is a 14-line poem with a fixed rhyming scheme. So this sonnet is written to express the poet's admiration of a garden. The poet asks the reader to imagine the garden at two times. During the day, when the different colors of the trees are clearly visible, and during the night, when the moon and the moonlight transforms the scene. In this poem, the poet has used two figures of speech. The first one is the metaphor. What is a metaphor? It describes an object or action in a way that isn't literally true in order to show or suggest that they are similar. For example, she was fishing for compliments. So, if you talk about literal words, you cannot fish for compliments, right? But it is actually showing a comparison in a way which cannot be true. So, she was fishing for compliments means she was looking for, she was willing to get more and more compliments. Similes, it states that one thing is like something else. So it shows similarity by using the words like or as and as. For example, she's as cute as a button. So in this poem, we will go through two figures of speech. Now let's read the poem. A sea of foliage. Foliage means greenery or vegetation. With the word sea of foliage, poet means a sea of greenery. Toru Dutt spent much of her life in two garden homes, Rambagan and Bogmari in West Bengal. So this poem describes Bogmari garden. She has described the garden as seen in the morning and at night. A sea of foliage girds our garden round. In the above line, the poetess wants to say that the greenness of the trees is spread all around the garden as if the sea is surrounding the house, but not a sea of dull, unvaried green. Sharp contrast of all colors here are seen. The poet goes on to elaborate that the foliage is not a single monotonous green. It comprises of a variety of colors that makes the garden look beautiful. The light green graceful tamarinds abound. Abound means in large number. So the poet says that she could see the tamarind leaves which are large in number and which are green in color. Amid the mango clumps of green profound, clumps means cluster, group, and these tamarinds grow in between the dark green mango leaves, and palms arise like pillars grey between. And in between other trees grow the palm trees, which are grey in color. And o'er the quiet pools the seamills lean, red and startling like a trumpet's sound. Seamills are silk cotton trees with red flowers. So, among the shades of green, an unexpected surprise is the contrasting red color of seamills. Like we get surprised with the sudden sound of trumpet. Similarly, the red color of seamills looks surprisingly beautiful. But nothing can be lovelier than the ranges of bamboos to the eastward when the moon looks through their gaps and the white lotus changes into a cup of silver. So although we can see a variety of colors, however, even more beautiful than these colors is the sight of the moon peeping through the bamboo trees in the evening, and the white lotus shining as bright as a silver cup in the moonlight. One might soon, drunken with beauty then, or gaze and gaze on a primeval Eden in amaze. So a person might get lost. Soon here means to get faded or to get lost in something. So a person might get lost in the beauty of the nature, as this sight reminds the poet of the Garden of Eden, the first garden that God created. So the beauty is so much that it looks like the beautiful garden created by the God, the first garden created by God. In this poem, the metaphor used is the foliage, right? We have used the word foliage for sea and the white lotus as a silver cup. So this is a metaphor because white lotus cannot be a silver cup. So we cannot take literal meaning. So it's a metaphor. And the simile over here is red, red and startling like a trumpet's sound. So it is a simile. So this is all about this poem. I hope you have understood the poem quite well. If you have if you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.